Hello, y'all. Hello, everybody. Um, everyone. I have been procrastinating doing readings, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure. I think I'm in a strange place. Um, but I want to do a reading. I know I feel drawn to do them, so I am going to. I am thinking I'm going to start with doing a reading for cancers, and I'm wondering if I'm going to end up just doing a lot of readings for cancers. But that's what I want to start off doing. So I think what I'm going to do is do a reading for the week of September 16th through the 22nd, or the 23rd. And this is going to be a reading for Cancer signs. So let's just begin. Spirit, what do you want to talk about for Cancer energy? And this is for Cancer sun and Cancer rising. We have Death, we have the Hermit and the High Priestess. I feel like there is something that you don't know or something that we don't know. Because as much as I wanted to turn the Hermit and the High Priestess upside, they came out in reverse, and I think that's actually correct. I think that there's a lot, it doesn't have to be a lot, but I do think that there is some type of stranger in your life, in your world, that holds more possibility and holds more energy for a new beginning than you realize. And I think you are more connected to a new life form or a new aspect of life than you know quite yet. I think your 222 could be a number for you, but I think you're closer to experiencing new life, experiencing fertility, experiencing a new beginning, breaking new ground. I think it's well within reach. It could actually be within your reach already. I just think that you're walking into like some type of oasis, some type of land that is going to provide, or some type of experience, some type of new beginning or beginning that is going to provide. We have the Tower coming out upright. Interesting because the Tower card has come out a lot as I've been shuffling today. The Four of Wands and the Two of Swords with the Three of Cups. But I'm not going to keep them because it's a lot of cards. The cards are so sticky, which I hate that feeling. But anyways, so yeah, we have the Tower. The Tower and the Death card here and the High Priestess are all connected. Definitely some type of greater vision. Spirit, can you speak more about this eye? Like, what is going on? I almost feel like there is something. I feel like this Tower is separate from you. Same with this Death card, and even maybe like the Chariot. Like, there's something coming towards you that has a greater vision. Something meant for you, directed toward you, designed for you, even something in your hands, but it's not you, that has a greater vision. The eights could be relevant right now, but yeah. Okay, so this is a partner. I think that there is some type of partnership coming into the fold, or coming into coming to life, coming into appearance for you, that holds a lot more than you know. I think if you can begin, there's a lot of psychic vision here. But it also just feels like whatever this is that's coming in, this is something that is speaking towards the future, that is speaking towards long-term energy, longevity. This feels like something where, like, if this is a person that's coming in, it's someone who has direction. It's someone that has a vision, that has a dream, a desire, and a plan, and they're moving towards that. This is someone that is active in their progress towards whatever it is that they want to come to life, to come to fruition. They've got a greater vision. It might be something that's been planted, a seed that's been planted, or it could be something that is kind of like destined for them. And somehow you are coming into the fold. You are a part of this plan, but it feels like your energy is being, it feels like you're being engaged by somebody else or something else. Yeah, this could be a partnership coming into the fold. I think you on your own are living in a place of kind of sorting out what's meaningful to you, how you can balance out your life. It's kind of like you are working with like the nuts and the bolts and the screws, and someone is coming with like a blueprint. Someone is coming with like a whole architectural design and plan, while you're figuring out like these smaller pieces. Somebody's got a whole lot more to bring to the table, and it could be a little bit overwhelming with what they have to offer compared to what you believe that you have to offer. Though you have similar dreams, it could be a little bit of a challenge to, I don't know, embrace this energy, because it could make you feel a bit like a fish out of water and challenge your own sense of self, especially in terms of value. If this is someone that's bringing a lot and you feel like you've only got a few things to offer. But you are a part of this greater vision. You're a part of the plan. And it's not just like you are just like a little element working within somebody else's story, but this does feel like one of those moments where it's like somebody else's life. It's like if you've only just been living life and just living it according to what's going on for you, it's like suddenly you get a glimpse of, the fact that people have their own worlds and you are a significant part of somebody else's story. And it's interesting to be taken out of that first person into like, into somebody else's world and see it from that perspective. And it can make you realize things about yourself and what you desire and what you're capable of understanding or experiencing. But there's definitely some type of call being put forward. Hold on. I'm going to shuffle with the Lightseers deck. What is going on for Cancer energy this week? Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising. What's going on for Cancers this week? We've got Temperance and the Ten of Swords behind them. We've got the Devil, which is what comes right after the Temperance card. Oh, this is interesting. We've got the Six of Pentacles. So you could definitely have to make a decision this week. Yeah, with Justice at the back of the deck. You could definitely have to make a decision this week. And it's funny because it could be like the good choice might also not 58, 85. What does that equal to? 13? 13, 13, 4, 4, 8. I said the 8s, but 13. Right? Yeah, 13. So that could be a number. But the best option, like the option that you should probably go with, might it might feel like an ending. Okay, sorry, but yeah, the best option for you might be to let something go. It's kind of interesting. You've got two options here between Temperance. It feels like you have to make a decision. And it feels like you have the Devil on one side and you have the Ten of Swords on the other. I feel like the Ten of Swords is the option that you're meant to go with. The Devil feels like it could be a little bit more attractive because it could feel safer to be attached to something right now, to be connected to something, and kind of to like have something holding you down or even holding you back. In one way or another, it just might feel more powerful or empowering, maybe just from like an attraction aspect. You might be more attracted to energy that is more dominant or more controlling. But it feels like you're being asked to make a decision, and the decision that you should be making is the one where you're kind of unchained, untethered, and you have more free will to go where you desire. Like, you have more free will to be autonomous in your decision making and not have something else guiding your path. You know what I mean? Not have something else offering advice, and like leading you and providing you structure. It feels like you're meant to choose the more independent option. That could be a little bit scary, especially if you've become very comfortable in like a hanged man position where, you know, you've gotten comfortable waiting and listening and receiving, and now suddenly you've got to walk on your own 2 feet and choose where you want to go and how you want to move and how you're going to be perceived. And there's a lot of vulnerability that comes with that freedom that might be intimidating. But I feel like this is a decision that you're a little bit destined to have to make. Okay, we've got the Sun card. It's ultimately a sign of liberation, of liberty and freedom, and probably leads to a lot of enlightenment and glory. It just might be a little bit difficult to make the decision. One might seem a little bit more attractive, even just because it might just be more comforting to stay locked in. But there is some type of breaking free that's happening with the Ten of Swords. And it feels like that's the direction you're meant to go towards. Yeah, I feel like you're being offered some opportunities. I feel like being pulled like a bag of tricks. Like, you're being offered some gadgets, some things that you can really use, that you can really build upon. And it's just kind of, I guess, about the decision to use it, to do something with it. But I definitely feel like the sun and the world sees you right now. And I feel like light sees you and is wondering if you're ready to be seen and be received into the light, out of the hermit mode, out of the darkness. It's like coming out of the cave. It might be even more comfortable to be alone, and now you're being asked if you are ready and open and prepared to maybe begin alongside an energy, to be embraced, to be witnessed, to be received. And you might not feel all the way there yet, but it might be coming in anyways. What else, Spirit, for Cancers this upcoming week? What is something that is absolutely bound to happen for Cancers this week that they should be aware of? This can be exciting, this can be informative. We've got the Hermit card. You could be slowly moving out of the Hermit position, slowly moving towards community, towards connection. You could be receiving a lot of hints. You could just find that you have the same vision as somebody, like a very similar vision as someone, and you could have just been given this vision, but this could be a vision that somebody else has had for a while, or it could be the other way around, like you've had this vision for a while, or you could be receiving enlightenment information, and this week you could receive the materials that really plant into reality this vision, and that vision could be the same vision that somebody else has. And so when you come across them and you see all of their little nuts and bolts and seeds, and you're like, oh, that's exactly what I have too, it's like you have the same details, you have the same bits of information, and you realize that you have the same plan for life as somebody else, and you're really like aligned in that, really connected in that. And so then it's like, oh, well, what does that mean? I think that this week you both could be slowly moving towards each other, or slowly moving towards this long-term vision, this long-term family structure, this long-term reality. I feel like you're just being given direction. This week you could be given direction, and that could really change things. Like, instead of being kind of lost in a confusion or in a bit of a chaos, a hurricane, a mind swirl, now it's like, okay, you know exactly where you're going. It's like the storm has cleared. Six of Cups. And I think you'll find that something has been loyal to you. Like a vision for your life has been loyal to you, or a dream, a friend, a relationship. It was always leading here. Okay. Something is definitely coming to fruition. Doesn't feel finalized at all, and really it could just be kind of the beginning. And it could be accompanied by some kind of loss. But it doesn't have to be an unnatural loss. It could be very natural, the same way that death is natural. You have the Ten of Cups. There could be new friendship forming. Especially in the workplace. A bloom in connections surrounding work or opportunity. Some type of connection to music. I feel like you're making a decision. Like, I feel like you're finalizing a decision and figuring out what the abundant path really is for you. Like, what the path really is for you, where your focus really should be, where your attention really should be, where your energy really should be. And I feel like you're deciding to pour out all the other options. Everything else that you were considering, it's like, okay, I've realized, this is not it, this is not it, this is not it. I know that this is the thing, so now it's time to let go of all these other things that I've spent time considering or investing myself in, because this is what I'm meant to do. And that clarity is empowering, and then it's accompanied by loss, because, you're giving up certain career prospects or ideas, identities, potential futures, and committing to, this one path, which feels like a more creative path, a more youthful path, could be more like feminine, more child-centered, could be connected to music, to playfulness, to creativity, expression, joy, caretaking. But I also think it's limitless in its potential for where it can lead you. Because I think you're taking on newfound leadership when it comes to this kind of work. The Star. A dream, a bigger dream. Yeah, even teaching. The Eight of Wands. A lot of ideas coming together. Something really does seem to be building into a climax or to some type of great potential. Anything else, Spirit? You could receive like a boost in energy this week, or clarity it's like almost like letting go of these things clears your mind so that you're able to put all your energy towards this one idea and really bring yourself to the point where you can begin to get into this position that is a lot more solidified, confident, and stable when it comes to work. And where, like, you know, things really start to stick in terms of laying a foundation, things begin to really work. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're beginning to chart your path. And understand your vision. Yeah, I think you're beginning to see the vision, and I think moving towards the horizon, towards where you're supposed to be going. I think you're breaking out of stagnation and confusion this week in one area, maybe multiple areas of your life. And just beginning to understand what the voices are telling you, you know, what these feelings mean, why, understand the pieces as they fall together. You're beginning to get a sense of what the vision really is. Okay. Final messages, Spirit. Hold on. I think this is a week for breaking out of the shadow. I think just listen to your intuition. Listen to how you're being guided to move through this energy. Where you're being guided to go. Meditation could be really helpful at this time. Anything that really relaxes you and centers you. And being comfortable with how the flow works with your spirit as you move into deeper waters, especially psychically. I think you could begin to explore deeper waters. Yeah, and just embracing a part of yourself that might have been a bit of a challenge up until now. And also, like, new friendship really could be coming into the fold. Okay. Yeah, so some changes this week. Looks good. Bye.